Key 1 at Stoic: imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you once believed was essential to your happiness was actually holding you back. What if the secret to a truly fulfilling life isn't about adding more to it, but about quietly removing the weights that drag you down? This isn't just some thought experiment. It's a reality for those who have discovered that less can actually be more. Today, we're diving into the art of letting go, the practice of clearing out the noise, the clutter, and the distractions that cloud our minds and lives. Together, we'll explore how removing the unnecessary can have a profound impact on our well-being, our relationships, and our personal journey toward a life that's truly our own. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, stuck, or curious about what lies beyond the relentless pursuit of more, then you're in the right place. Stick with me, and let's uncover the unexpected freedom that comes when we choose to let go. When we're hurt, our instinct is often to retaliate, explain ourselves, or seek justice by making the other person understand their wrongdoing. But Stoicism asks us to step back and ask, is this within my control? If the answer is no, we redirect our energy toward what we can control: our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. Imagine this. Someone has wronged you, and you feel that familiar churn of anger and hurt. In that moment, you have a choice. You can confront the person, armed with your grievances, or you can pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, will this bring me peace? Is this truly worth my energy? Stoicism teaches us that often the answer is no. It doesn't mean what was done to you is right, but it means you choose not to let it control your emotional state. You choose peace over turmoil, growth over grudges. This isn't about passivity or suppressing your feelings. It's about actively engaging with them. It's about acknowledging your emotions without letting them dominate you. Stoicism teaches us that seeking explanations or confrontations rarely changes the past, but it can affect your peace today and your growth tomorrow. By focusing on your path forward, you embrace emotional resilience, which is not cold detachment, but a warm acceptance of your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. Your peace and worth are found within you, not in the actions or opinions of others. Letting go of unnecessary goals doesn't mean lowering your ambitions or ceasing to strive for excellence. In fact, it sharpens your ambition, helping you pursue not just any goal, but the right ones, the ones that truly resonate with your values. It's about aligning your pursuits with the deepest truths of who you are. Stoicism encourages us to live in accordance with nature, not just the external world, but our inner nature, the core of our being. When we align our goals with this inner truth, we experience harmony that is rare and deeply fulfilling. It's like fitting the final piece into a puzzle. Everything just clicks into place. The key is practicing discernment, asking yourself the tough questions. Is this goal truly mine, or am I just following someone else's path? Does pursuing this bring me closer to who I am? Or does it lead me away from my true self? These are hard questions, but they are crucial for growth and authenticity. True fulfillment doesn't come from external success. It comes from living in alignment with your values. When you let go of goals that don't serve your true nature, you make space for what truly matters. The end of a relationship often stirs intense emotions. It's natural to want to vent, seek solace, or lash out in pain. But Stoicism invites us to ask ourselves, will sharing these details bring peace, or will it only prolong the pain and disturb my inner peace? It teaches us to safeguard our tranquility, a peace that can easily be disturbed by external events and our reactions to them. This doesn't mean we should bottle up our emotions or face our struggles alone. Stoicism recognizes the value of emotional expression and healing, but it draws a distinction between sharing that helps us heal and sharing that leads to regret. It's about finding the balance between honoring your emotions and not descending into gossip or unnecessary drama. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of discretion, not just for protecting our dignity, but also that of others involved in the relationship. There were moments of vulnerability and trust that deserve to be respected, even in separation. By choosing discretion, we practice the virtues of respect and compassion, which are deeply valued in Stoic philosophy. In the end, Stoicism helps us understand that while we can't control others, we can control how we respond. We can protect our peace and honor the lessons learned from the relationship, all while moving forward with strength and dignity. Key 1 to Stoic in life. We often encounter situations where we cannot control the actions of others or the outcomes of certain events. However, what we do have control over is how we respond. By choosing to act with dignity, discretion, and safeguarding our inner peace, we align ourselves with what lies within our control. This embodies the Stoic ideal of focusing on our own actions and attitudes. Embracing this Stoic mindset not only helps us handle the end of relationships with more grace, but it also supports our personal growth. It allows us to move through painful experiences not with bitterness or resentment, but with wisdom and a deeper understanding of ourselves and our core values. We learn that even in the face of loss, there's an opportunity to grow and to practice virtues that strengthen our character. One of the most transformative applications of Stoicism is in dealing with conflict. Instead of being swept away by anger or frustration when faced with disagreement, Stoicism encourages us to step back and view the situation with curiosity and control. This shift from reaction to action can be incredibly powerful. In moments of conflict, we often feel a rush of energy. Stoicism doesn't suggest we suppress this energy, but teaches us to redirect it, much like how a river's flow can be redirected. That energy becomes a resource, fueling efforts that enhance our personal development, whether it's self-improvement, projects, or simply deepening our understanding and patience. Think about a recent disagreement. The instinct is to react, often pushing back with equal force, letting emotions dictate our words and actions. But Stoicism invites us to pause, take a breath, and consider, what good will this reaction do? It's in that pause, that space between impulse and action, where our power lies. By choosing to redirect our emotional energy, we can turn a potentially destructive situation into one that fosters growth and understanding. This doesn't mean we suppress our emotions. Far from it. Stoicism acknowledges the full spectrum of human emotions, but it urges us to understand where these emotions come from, what their purpose is, and how they can be used to serve us positively. Through this understanding, we maintain our composure and integrity, navigating life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Our emotional energy, once properly channeled, cultivates resilience and a sense of inner peace that remains unshaken by external events. Stoic principles can also enhance our relationships. In moments of tension or conflict, instead of seeing disagreements as threats, we can view them as opportunities to practice patience, empathy, and learn more about ourselves and others. This approach fosters a mindset geared toward resolution and understanding, not conquest. We become creators of bridges rather than barriers, embodying strength and flexibility in our personal relationships. Another area where Stoicism can deeply impact our lives is in avoiding the pitfalls of gossip and judgment. These are traps that are easy to fall into, but they work directly against the peace and growth we strive for. Gossip, in its essence, is a fleeting thrill, a way to bond over shared criticism or curiosity. However, Stoicism teaches us to reflect on the futility and superficiality of such exchanges. Rather than getting distracted by the faults of others, we are encouraged to focus on our own actions and virtues. When we engage in gossip or negative judgment, we often place ourselves in a position of superiority, presuming to know right from wrong. Stoicism teaches humility, reminding us of our own fallibility and the complex factors that influence human behavior. Instead of condemning others, we are invited to approach situations with understanding, growth, and, where possible, guidance. This doesn't mean we ignore wrongdoing, but we respond with a mindset that encourages growth, not division. Every time we refrain from gossip or judgment, we strengthen our character. These small acts of integrity ripple outward, setting a standard for those around us and creating a community built on respect and understanding. Stoicism is not a passive practice. It calls for active engagement with life. By leading by example and embodying the virtues we want to see in the world, we contribute to building a society based on positive interaction rather than negativity. Lastly, Stoicism teaches us the futility of comparison. In our social world, it's easy to slip into comparing ourselves to others, yet this only leads to dissatisfaction. As one of the great Stoic philosophers, Seneca, advised, we should not let the noise of others' lives distract us from our own journey. When we focus on the path of others, we divert our attention from our own progress. Stoicism offers a practical solution. Focus on your own journey, virtues, and personal growth. This shift from seeking external validation to finding fulfillment within is a profound change. The only journey we truly have control over is our own, and the benchmarks of success should be based on our personal values and growth. Practicing gratitude for our own unique path is central to this Stoic teaching, helping us to cultivate contentment and peace in our own lives. Key one, Stoic, have you ever found yourself caught in the rush of life, constantly comparing your journey to others, or feeling like you're chasing after something that never truly satisfies? In today's world, it's so easy to get caught up in the lives of others, measuring your worth against their achievements, their possessions, their happiness. But what if the true key to fulfillment lies not in what others have, but in celebrating the unique path you're on? Living according to Stoic principles isn't about withdrawing from the world or becoming self-absorbed. It's about realizing that the greatest competition we face is the person we were yesterday. Are we becoming kinder, wiser, more compassionate? Are we growing into the individuals we aspire to be? These are the measures of progress that truly matter, the ones that fill our hearts with a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. By shifting away from constant comparison and embracing the richness of our own lives, we begin to create a space for authentic growth. Stoicism teaches us to focus on cultivating inner virtues, recognizing our unique strengths, and making peace with our struggles, for they are what shape us into the person we're meant to become. This approach invites us into a deeper, more centered life, where every challenge is a stepping stone, not a comparison to someone else's path. Rather than seeing others as competitors, we can learn to celebrate their successes and support them in their struggles. Imagine a world where envy is replaced by empathy, competition by collaboration. Stoicism doesn't just offer liberation from comparison. It encourages us to build meaningful relationships grounded in mutual respect and understanding. This shift changes everything. No longer is our self-worth determined by how we stack up against others, but by how we evolve and contribute day by day toward the person we are becoming. And in the age of social media, where the need for external validation often outweighs inner fulfillment, Stoic wisdom offers an invaluable perspective. The constant scrolling through feeds filled with curated perfection can easily make us feel inadequate. But the Stoics remind us that true worth is found not in the fleeting approval of others, but in the solid foundation of our own values and actions. Imagine the Stoic philosophers navigating today's digital landscape. They would likely engage with it thoughtfully, using it to connect and learn, but never allowing it to define their self-worth. They would remind us that the most important approval comes from within, from knowing we are living authentically, acting with integrity, and aligning our actions with our deepest values. This mindset doesn't reject social media, but invites us to use it intentionally, connecting with what uplifts us and disengaging from what drains us. So, as we reflect on the timeless teachings of Stoicism, let's remember that the journey of life is not about competing with others, but about becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about focusing on progress, not perfection, and embracing the path that is uniquely ours. Through Stoic wisdom, we can find peace in our struggles, joy in our growth, and fulfillment in living true to who we are. If you're ready to explore this journey deeper, I invite you to dive into the wealth of insights, stories, and advice that Stoicism offers. Let it guide you toward a life of greater resilience, authenticity, and purpose. As we continue this journey together, remember that the most meaningful transformation begins within.